What up, savages? Welcome to another episode of the Savage Land, and today we're gonna be going over the last week of Yojo June reveals. They had 3 figures they put up. Looks like all of them are very easy, accessible to get to, which is cool because they pretty much pissed everybody off with that Cobra Eel with the Amazon exclusive, which he's gonna come back up. He's gonna come back, but it pisses you off when you couldn't get your hands on him, and shit, you don't know if it really will come back up, but he'll be back up. But all these figures that they showed today, you should be able to get your hands on them quite easily. And first up, we have Ralph Nunchuck Baducci. It reminds me of Danny Bonaducci from the Partridge Family. I didn't even know that this dude had a real name, actually. I just knew him as Nunchuck. And what was a cool surprise, the rumblings of him coming in a pipeline a couple of weeks ago made me remember that, damn, I had this figure. And damn, he was my favorite one. He's not my favorite G.I. Joe, but he was my favorite figure then in 1992. I grew up around the Ninja Force era of G.I. Joe, and of course I love the classic 80s G.I. Joe. That's just like burnt in my head. But as far as buying figures and actually going to the store getting figures, the Ninja Force days, the cesspool days, I was like messing with G.I. Joe when they were fighting air pollution and shit. But he comes around from that era, man, and I think he looks pretty solid. He has like a set of ninja claws that are pretty much removable. They can go on any figure, Lenny said. He has 2 swords. He has 2 sets of nunchucks, it looks like, and he has a knife on his chest. So he's pretty much loaded out. He's a $25, $24.99, depending on where you get him from. He's a fan channel exclusive, so that means you can get him on Amazon, BBTS, which is Big Bad Toy Store, Hasbro Pulse. So fan channel means you can get him online. He won't be in Walmart or Target or anything like that. But then again, we all seen G.I. Joe double back when they can't push those figures and they need Walmart or Target to move their work. They need Walmart or Target to hit them corners for them. He'll eventually be over there. That's what happened with the Snake Eyes and Timber 2-pack, the version 2. That was supposed to be a fan channel, and eventually you end up seeing that on shelves because people wasn't picking it up because they were already satisfied with their version 1. So Ralph Nunchuck Baducci will be up for pre-order today at 1 o'clock, which he's already there. This is one of the ones I did pre-order out of the 3, and he'll be ready to ship around November, and he might come a little early from what we've previously seen. Then next they showed the Crimson Viper, which is a red, almost burgundy colored looking Viper. He looks good. You've seen the Viper before. I'm satisfied with all Vipers Hasbro been putting out because that mold hasn't gotten wonky yet. My man Jukebox Hero told me that his version 2 Snake Eyes was kind of gummy, and then when I did that review for that version 2 Snake Eyes, when I put a whole bunch of Snake Eyes up there and said I'm a variant Snake Eyes collector, I meant to say that because that mold is getting beat out. The bats molds, certain bats molds are getting beat out, like the Crimson Bat. I heard that was real wonky, so hopefully this guy doesn't have that issue. I had no problems with the Viper figures. They feel really good. The plastic feel really good. And looks like he's a mainline exclusive. All of these figures are going to be $24.99, $25.99, depending on where you get them from. So you can get him off Walmart, Target. You can get him online anywhere. He's an army builder, and that's what how army builders should be put up, to readily be available. I think they ended this Yojo June really good with these 3 figures being ready, accessible for you to get, because they pissed a lot of people off with that Cobra Eel from that Amazon exclusive. And Amazon does that dumb shit every time, but he will be back up. I'm almost guaranteed, but then again, I don't know. I can't 100% promise that, but from what I've seen with Roadblock, how he sold out the version 3 Roadblock, but he came back up eventually, and then he stayed up a long time till he got dirt cheap. Now he's rising back up again. I think the same thing will do with the eel, but that eel is a hot commodity, so I don't know. If I could ever see it, I'll definitely try to put up a link for you guys, or just even give you a word to let you know it's back out there. But Crimson Viper, they said he's the same color as the Crimson Guard, so that's what I was wondering. I was like, man, don't have a bunch of different shades of red, like burgundy and crimson and maroon and shit up there. You know what I'm saying? Just have everybody uniform, because I myself plan on building a Crimson Army. And then they have the maybe SDCC exclusive, the 3-pack with the red crimson twins, which I'm actually down for that. I've never seen them in red, but I'm cool with that. And a red Baroness, and I hope she has a new body, man. They probably gonna put her on that same whack ass body, but I'm gonna get it though, and guess what? I'm gonna have my red army. I'm gonna have a Cobra blue army and a Cobra red army, and these guys are gonna fit right into it. I might play the waiting game a little bit, maybe later on down the road next year these guys drop a little bit so I can get 10 of them, but we'll see. They're definitely gonna get got, but I did not pre-order them today. They'll be ready, available on November of this year. Pre-order, you could, like I said, you can pre-order them anywhere, and of course find them in the store when it gets closer to November. So Crimson Viper looks good. I actually like that, the way that chrome face mask looks too. That red looks good on the Crimson Viper. Really, they haven't done any bad Vipers. Even the Python Patrol Vipers I like. The 3-pack Vipers I like. I like them all actually. Then last but not least, we got my man Firefly. He's a mainline release also. He's going to be $24.99, $25.99 depending on where you get him from. You can get them from Walmart, Target, wherever a big box store is. You can get them online, so he should be ready and accessible. The only thing sucks about it is none of these has window packaging. So if everybody got that old Firefly, I know they're happy that you can see the window and you can see him through the window and all that, but this is not the case with this guy. But I will say he's put together a little bit better. But I also say this, I actually like my original Firefly. I think he's dope. I'm already gonna say what's different about this one. Well, it's a totally different mold, but this is a thicker, little bigger Firefly. The other one's kind of a skinny, scrawny guy, which kind of matches Firefly. I've never seen him as a cock diesel guy. But I can automatically tell his legs are bigger, his arms are bigger, and he's just a totally different take on him. Pretty much the same get up minus that big ass vest, which I actually like. I actually like the bomb vest with the crotch protector and all that. I think that's pretty cool. That was a different spin on him. He's dealing with explosives, so shit, I would wear a bomb vest too. You never know when your own work can bite you. But with this guy here, it looks like he has almost like a holster, bandolier with some grenades on it. I like his goggles. The last one came with goggles, but this one has a set of almost like different color goggles, night vision, infrared vision, or whatever. And he comes with a backpack. This time, instead of the drone, he comes with a remote control car, which I think that's cool. I'm definitely going to display both of my Fireflies. I'm definitely like the different takes they have on them. And then I'm probably going to do mismatch and hodgepodge. Looks like he comes with a SMG, little small 9 with a silencer on him. He has a knife on his forearm this time, which is pretty cool. And I like the aesthetic of him overall. Like I said, not to take nothing away from my old Firefly, man, because I actually like that one. And I like this one too. And if I never got this newer version, I'd definitely still be cool with my old Firefly. But I will say, I don't even want to say this is like a better take on him. It's just a little bit different, man. But I don't know why I like that old Firefly. I just think he's dope, man. And I would never lie to you. But this one's cool too. And he will be ready, available November 2023. Again, you can get him online. You can get him from any big box store. And like I said, everything they put displayed today was pretty much ready and available for people to get, man. And they didn't do some exclusives where you just can't get a hold of them, because I guess they were bracing themselves, because guess what? In 3 weeks, you're going to be going through shit like that with the SDCC exclusives, and then later on in the fall, the Pulse Con exclusives and things like that. So give us time to breathe. And a lot of stuff they put out in this Yojo June some stuff will be coming out August, September, but I've seen a few figures coming out in November. So hopefully they'll be spread apart enough where it's not beating people's wallets down. But as far as Yojo June, I think they did a good job. Some great figure releases, and they kept true to their word that by the time 2024 comes, there will be 100 classified figures out in your hand, or if not, almost ready to be shipped to you. So they did a good job. They They're quick and to the point, and I really enjoyed myself with it. Then also, they also displayed that they have a new G.I. Joe Transformer mashup. And I'm finally giving in to this. I'm finally going to give in to this line. I'm going to get that His Tank with Baroness. I'm going to get the Stalker with the All-Striker. And then also, I'm going to get this Thunder Machine with the Zarana and Zartan. And they actually look pretty good. Like I told you, I'm back into collecting O-rings. So, I'm gonna get me some older O-ring figures, but why not pick up these new twists on it? And then it's pretty cool with the Transformer twist. I really wasn't sure about it at first, but I'm like, hey, what the hey? Because they actually shut down the main G.I. Joe O-ring line, but I think this is the way they're probably gonna go. They're probably gonna start doing. They're gonna continue O-rings, but it's not gonna be strictly G.I. Joe. It's gonna be this Transformer G.I. Joe O-ring mashup. Especially if this line picks up, you better believe that they're going to be trying to get their money's worth on it, because we see what they're trying to do now is universe build, especially with the rumor of G.I. Joe being at the end of this Beast Wars Transformer. So they're trying to bring it into entertainment, and then of course, you know, they're going to try to capitalize on the toy end and other sources of entertainment. Hell, they might even come out with a cartoon, which that'll be fucking fire now that I think about it. A Transformer G.I. Joe cartoon? Psst, what? Get out of here, yo. But I think this is where the O-ring line is going. I think they're going to try to more lean into this so they can get them things moving. And be honest with you, I actually think that's the right way to go, because, I mean, the O-ring line, the new stuff that was coming out with was okay, but it just really wasn't cool enough for me. I think I'd rather collect the old vintage figures instead of just trying to buy that. And then it was overpriced too. If you're going to charge me, shit, give me something worth it. And this Thunder... This Thundermobile, I guess that's what you call it. I never was really into this vehicle, but it's a cool way to go. The R-Striker is a cool way to go, with Bumblebee, be able to transform into that, and the Megatron with the Hiss tank was definitely dope. But you know what? It's still a little pricey, but I like the way they're going with that. So I think O-rings is starting to lean more towards this if you show enough interest in it. And I think quite a bit of people are gonna mess with this. But this is supposed to come out January 2024, and it's $100. I don't know about it. Now that Megatron with Baroness, it dropped in price a little bit. I'm pretty sure it's been fluctuating. Right now on Amazon, I think it dropped down to $79, so it's like $10 cheaper. So I don't know, we'll see. It's still a little bit pricey, just for some O-ring figures and a Transformer. But what do you guys think? Did you enjoy Yo-Jo June? Do you like the reveals that came out today? I definitely pre-ordered Nunchuck because it just has a bit of nostalgia with me, and I actually think it's a pretty cool figure, and it's a different take on a ninja figure for Cobra. I like the way they're jumping around to different eras. Like, I know nothing about that Shadow Tracker, but see, that's for younger guys that watched G.I. Joe, I guess, in the early 2000s, or read the IEW or IDW, whatever comic books that was in the early 2000s. I knew nothing about this guy until he was displayed about, the digital render was displayed about a year ago. But this Nunchuck falls a little bit more into my era, the early 90s of G.I. Joe, 90 through 93, because like I said, I was still around when they were fighting cesspool and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were fighting pollution and fucking air pollution and cleaning up the streets, literally. And it falls back into, of course, you know, the Aura era, which I'm definitely a fan of. So I'm satisfied, man. Now we're gonna brace ourselves for SDCC and see what's up next. I got a few more videos on my channel to put out myself. I'm trying to work and try to get these out in the next 2 days and cap it off. And guess what? In 2 days, I should be putting out the war between G.I. Joe and I forgot their name. Damn, I didn't mean to not. G.I. Joe and Action Force, man. So I'm gonna do a quick video on that, just kind of going about the battles and the different battles between these two companies, man. So, but this is the Savage Land. If you can, give me a like, comment, subscribe. We do this for the love and beauty of action figures. And Yo-Jo June, I've given everything I got to it, and it's been beautiful. And with that being said, God bless. Yo-Jo!